Hello, friends. Welcome to our Monday live stream. Whether you're tuning in from YouTube or on Facebook, welcome. Maybe you're watching this later on replay. So welcome to you as well. So Shelby is in the chat right now under Two Scrapbook Friends. I'd love it if you just jumped in and said hello. I'm just going to run and get myself a drink because I was scrambling to get ready for this and I don't want to be without a drink. So I'm just going to scoot and do that while you say hello, and Shelby welcomes you, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Do you guys ever get a weekend hangover? Like, I don't mean from drinking. I mean just from like having a really busy weekend. I have a weekend hangover. It's pretty intense today. So I've been scrambling to try to get back to real life, which is hard. Okay, I see everyone tuning in. Awesome. Sitting outside watching YouTube. I had my lunch outside today, Judith. I decided I needed to get a little fresh air and clear my head, and so I sat out on the front porch, and I had a lovely chat with our Purolator driver. He came by, so he sat on my front step, and he had his 15-minute break. So it was kind of nice to chat with him. I'm just getting you pulled up onto my iPad here, and then we're going to get started. Hey, everyone. Oh, I don't want to do that. Let's see if this is going to work. Oh, it did. Okay, I see stuff. Perfect. I need a weekend to recover from the weekend. 100%. It's crazy sometimes. You get to see my arms there for a minute. I'm just going to put my plug in here for my phone so it doesn't die halfway through our broadcast. And then we should be good to go. Alrighty. So we're going to do 2 giveaways. One live at the end of the video, and one will be if you shop with us. Okay, so the live one we'll get to towards the end of the video, and then the one that if you want to qualify for the one that you shop with us, this is what you're going to win right here. So I'm going to open one of these just because I can't show you unless I open it. So somebody's going to get an open packet. But these are little stamp sets from Tailored Expressions. So each month they come out with a new set, and these are exclusive to those that shop directly with them. But we do shop on the retail side sometimes, so we get some of these freebies, and we are going to pass them along to you. So this little envelope here contains the January Snowdrop Flower stamp. So each one of these winners, there will be 2 of them, will get 3 different little stamp sets, and I'm going to show you a little product that you can use with these as we move forward. So there are 2 prize packs for shopping. What you have to do is in the comments of your order, you need to put the words live stream, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, however you want to do it is fine with me, as long as I know that you tuned into the live, and you have to purchase something from the live that we talked about today. Does that make sense? Okay, so those are the things you have to do to win those 2 prize packs. And then we will do our draw tomorrow morning and post it on our Facebook page. Yes, Shelby's putting a message up there. Shelby's learning how to use this software too, and I just love having her on here to moderate. She's going to be running the slideshow today. We're going to be using that extensively because I'm showing you a lot of new product that we haven't had a chance to work with yet. And this way we get to show you samples and show you what they're doing. Oh, Monty's leaving me a note. You want to see what he left me? He's leaving. So he just came in and flashed this up on my desk. You are awesome. And I love you. So he's heading out. He's so funny. Okay, so we're going to start with some products from Tailored Expressions. And like I said, these are brand new. They just arrived. And we haven't had a chance to work with them yet, but we are excited to share them with you. And we're going to be showing you some slides of some inspiration. So this is the Doodle Birds. It is a stamp, a die, and a stencil bundle. So you can stamp your birds out. Now you can stamp your birds out and you can color them however you want with any color medium that you have. You can die cut them out, but they also have a matching coloring stencil to go with this. So you can color in your birds using your inks, which is so fun. So Shelby's going to pop up a couple of slides here, just showing you some inspiration with the birds. And they're super cute and so much fun. You can use these in combination with lots of other scene building things that you might have. But I love that they can be colored up so colorful because you have all these different sections in them. Like their wings have like stripes on them, and you know, their bodies are colored in different colors than their wings. And those stencils will break that all down for you and make it really easy to do that. So you can use one bird, you can use all 9 birds, and you even get a little stamp that does the music notes, so you can kind of see them tweeting, which is kind of fun. And yeah, so that's a really fun set. So that is called Doodle Birds. Now, this used to be a kit that they offered a while back, and it was exclusive. You had to buy it directly from them. So, but they've brought some of these products into their regular stamp and die library, which is really great, which means that stores like us can carry it, which we were really excited about. So that's the Doodle Birds stamp, die, and stencil bundle. And then along with this set, now I kind of messed up when I ordered this. Right now we have the Doodle Bird Digs stamp, but we are going to be getting the matching die. There is a die that goes with this that allows you to cut out the branch and the birdhouses and so on. But I don't know what I did when I ordered it, but I didn't order the die. So we're going to be ordering those. You can either wait till we bundle these together, or you can order this now and let us know that you want the die when it comes in, and we will definitely do that for you. But just know there is a die coming for this, and it creates the cutest birdhouses. Now, Shelby, I did do this a little bit out of order. So right after the tree slides, you're going to see, some more birdhouses. So just so she can show you what they kind of look like. There is no stencil for the birdhouses. I'm afraid not. But they do have them for the birds. I don't know why they didn't, because it would be really nice if they did. But these are really cool. Like they are kind of broken into large sections. So they are pretty easy to color. And even if you're not the kind of person that likes to do a lot of shading with your markers, they still look really great if you just color them all one color. Amanda, she does a lot of samples for our store. She never blends with her markers, ever. She just does a solid color when she colors, and they turn out so good. These could be fussy cut as well if you're that kind of person. They are kind of chunky images, so they are easy to cut, but I'm a die person, so I'll be waiting for the dies for myself. And I'm really sorry I messed that up, but I did. I'm human. It was an error. So that's the Doodle Bird Digs. So that's where they live. And then we have this die. This is so fun. You guys all know that I love tree dies. This is called Make Like a Tree. And this die here gives you the trunk and then the large, I'll call it leaf cluster. And then they have these little sections that kind of look like clouds that you can layer over top of this to give you a really, really chunky tree. Now you can tell by the slide that Shelby's got up there now, you can see how much of a, how large it is and how big it takes up the front of your card. So you add a few birds. You can add things underneath the tree. Like I'm thinking about, oh, you don't know about that yet. I can't tell you about that yet. There will be something coming from Lawn Fawn this Thursday that will work really well underneath that tree. If you think about the little mice that came out that are exploring from Lawn Fawn, those would look really cute under the tree. I know I have lots of images from the past, like older sets, that will work really nicely with this tree as well. That's the great thing about trees, is that they are a very versatile staple in your collection, because you can pull in all kinds of things to go with it. And I was hoping Shelby was going to pop this one up. I love this slide. This is an older fall set of Gus and Gertie from Tailored Expressions. And you can see that they have put them underneath the tree. Now they show the tree hanging off the card, but imagine that on a scrapbook layout. You know, you wouldn't have to stay within the confinement of an A2 size card or a 5x7 card. You can use it to embellish your scrapbook layouts, which is awesome. Same thing with the birdhouses and the birds. Like these items here can totally be used on your scrapbook layouts. So I love the tree. I think it's a great addition. And then along with that, they did release a little mini strip set. It's called So Tweet. So these are not new to the Tailored Library. They have lots of mini strips in lots of different themes, but this is one that they called So Tweet. But it does have You're Retiring on here. Home Tweet Home, which is really cute if you're doing something for like Welcome to the Neighborhood, or if somebody's moving or something like that. My son just bought a house, so I can make a card for him. You're my Tweetheart, flying by to say hi. A little birdie told me, that kind of thing. So they kind of play on that bird theme, which is really cool. Okay, I'm just trying to see if I've got all these comments coming up. Okay, good. I'm seeing everything. And then this is one of my favorite things that they released, is the 3D embossing folder called Cloud 9. So in a couple of those slides, Shelby, there were some clouds in the background, if you can find the one that it shows on. But I did emboss this out ahead of time just so you could see what it looks like. This is the 3D embossing folder when you emboss it out. Now that's the embossed side. If you flip this over, that's the debossed side, which I think is also really cool. I think you can use it either way, and it looks pretty fun. And again, this is one that is a staple in a library, especially if you like to build scenes, but it's a cool one. So that's the Cloud 9 3D embossing folder. Okay, so I'm just going to set those aside. And then we talked about the mini strips. We have restocked the graduation one because it's that time of year. So these are all sentiments, the one-line sentiments that work really well for graduates. So we brought that in. We are restocking a lot of the mini strips, so you will see that inventory replenishing itself in the next little bit. And this is another new one. This is called the Petite Scallop Gallery Builder. That's a mouthful. So this gives you scalloped shapes and then solid or straight line shapes that you can layer over top. So I did put up a few slides with this in our little inventory there. So that one right there that you're looking at, that features these little flowers. So the ones that we're giving away, those are featured in these little, I'll call them frames, but they're like little like frame galleries. So you can like use these on scrapbook layouts or cards, but I love how the little flowers look in there. And then if you want to flip to the next slide, Shelby, there is a couple of other samples. Shelby? I'm just going to slide this over, move to the next slide. So there you can see that they're used kind of as a backdrop, where they've layered images on top of them, which is kind of cool as well. And then we have one more where we're showing some different shapes. There we go. So now we've got that square shape, or sorry, rectangle shape, but you can see how the black is the scalloped part, and then the white part is the straight line, and they do layer. So you can use them together or separately. And I think I have one more. And there we go. So you can see again another variation of those shapes, and those are shown on the teeny cards. So a while back, I did a video on the teeny cards and how cool they were. And this is just a really cute way to whip up some simple cards. And you can use these little frames on those teeny cards. They're the perfect size. And you also notice they have those little tags hanging down. Those are the tiny, what are those called? Tiny something. Tiny, I'm looking through my basket of stuff. Tiny, I don't know what they're called. There's tiny stamps, and then there's tiny tags. And they work together. There's lots of different sets of them, and they're really fun too. So you can just sort of tie those on there. Great for gift bags and stuff like that as well. So that's that. And then another staple that I think is good to have in your stash is the On the Fence border. I actually have a fence, and I was going to use it on a calendar page, but it was so small, it just didn't stand out enough. I really wish I had had this one at the time. Look how nice and chunky it is, and look how cute it is with those birds. You can make a really cute scene. And if you look closely at that slide, it's got the embossed cloud background in there as well. So a nice scene building die as well. Okay, so that's it for tailored. Now we're going to move on to a restock. This is the Serene Scene Garden that I demoed, and there is a YouTube video for this that you can go and check out on our YouTube channel. I demoed how to use this 3D embossing folder along with this stencil. Now, I didn't have my cards here, but I did have some extra panels that I stenciled up. So here you can see the 3D embossing folder used, and then I did a variety of different colors on here to show you how you can color all the different images different colors. I love that I can make the butterfly pop and make it stand out from the flowers. You can do the flowers all in different colors. You can do the butterfly in different colors. And then I did a technique that I saw on a different YouTube channel where I used craft paper and I dragged a white pigment ink pad over it. And then I used the stencil over top of that just with my colored inks just on the butterfly. And the card turned out so beautiful. I don't have it here, Shelby. I looked at it, must be at the store somewhere tucked away because I knew we were restocking this, but I'll have another really good look after my video's over, but I couldn't find it. But it is a great little option. And we had lots of people that had asked for this. They've all been notified, but Shelby's just going to pop up a few more samples just to show you the different looks that you can get using this embossing folder and stencil. And you'll notice that you can position your paper on this embossing folder in different sections to get a different look. So I made sure that I got the whole butterfly on here, but that black card that Shelby just showed, the butterfly is going off the card and the flowers are all included. So you can really move your paper around to include different portions of the embossed area as well, which is really fun to do. Okay, I'm not sure how many slides I have for that one. Oh, there's another one, really colorful design using different ink colors. So that's the beauty of something like this, is you can just ink it up with different colors and you get different looks. So that has been restocked for now. I don't imagine it's going to last very long. And then we're going to talk about some new Better Press products and some restocks. And most of this stuff that I have in my pile here is sentiments. The Better Press system is popular with all designs, but it is extra popular with sentiments. People really love the idea of being able to make their sentiments using the Better Press on that nice cotton paper where you get that debossed look. But they also love the fact that you can use your glimmer machine and you can hot foil your sentiments. Now, I know it's only June, but people are going to start thinking Christmas really soon. And people like to get a jump on their Christmas cards, and getting your sentiments ready is a great way to do that. And with Christmas comes foil. A lot of people really love the idea of foiling. So we have started to bring in older sets that have been really popular as we wait for some of the new sets to be released. But these first ones here that I'm going to show you are brand new. And these are like one greeting sets, rather large. So they really are the focal point of your card. This one says, "Hope you're feeling better." And they're done in this very beautiful scripty font that I just love. And you can see it's a nice big press plate. And then Shelby has some really cool slides just to show you how much room they will take up on a card front, and how just adding some layers of different kinds of mats and a few florals, and you've got yourself a card. So this one says, "Hope you're feeling better." Then we have "Happy Anniversary." So you can see again that nice scripty font. There's the press plate itself. So again, it can be stamped or foiled, which is awesome. Then we've got "Heartfelt Sympathy." And these are greetings that you're going to reach for quite often. So there's the "Heartfelt Sympathy" in that beautiful calligraphy font. And then this one has "Happy Birthday" and "Happy Everything." So you get two of them. And in this one, you get a die, so you can cut them out as well, which is kind of cool. And like I said, this sample here just shows a couple little flowers, an embossed background, and an arched focal point. And then you put your sentiment on there and bam, you're done. So it's pretty cool. Oh, so Christian Timmerman is undercover. It's actually Cherie. I can see in the comments that she's using her hubby's laptop. That's okay. Hubbies are welcome too. And yes, the foiling is amazing. So here is a recap of some of the older sets that have been very popular through the holiday season. This one was probably our top seller last year. It's called Sending Joy. And you just get the 4 different sentiments. So happy holidays, Merry Christmas, season's greetings, and sending joy. Now, Shelby's got a slide up there right now, and they have paired both of these sets together because this is another really popular one. This one's called Mistletoe Greetings, and it gives you those one-line sentiments that you can mix and match with other sets you have. And you have 2 different dies that you can choose from, one that has straight ends and one that has the banner ends. And they're like a one and done set. So you can foil all of these and all of these at one time. Then you put your die over top and you cut them out all at once. So it's a great way to mass produce your sentiments, which is super cool. Because you might think, oh, I really want winter blessings. But chances are, if you had all of these cut out and they were sitting in a little bucket or however you store them, you would just pick through them and pick one that works. And that's the way that I love to do my sentiments, because I hate stopping and taking the time to, pull out my sets and figure out what I want to use. I like to just root through a little bin and pull out the ones that I like. Okay, so those are 2 that are a restock. This is another one that's really nice. It's called Always You. And it is a smaller set, but it has a really nice scripty font that's mixed with a typed font. And again, it can be the focal point of your card, like it's shown in this one, or it can just be one that you kind of stamp off to the side and let something else be the focus. But sometimes these sentiments are so beautiful, you just really want them to stand out on their own. And then we've got another one here, a smaller set. This is called It's Your Day. So you got thanks, best wishes, I adore you, it's your day, celebrate you, and made with love. So just a nice selection of those one-line sentiments. And this is another one, a bit bigger set. This one is Always and Forever. So things like handmade for you, feel better soon, you brighten my day, happy anniversary, you're in my thoughts. So it covers a wide range of things. And again, one and done. Just foil it once or stamp it once and then cut it all out at the same time. This is another really fun one. Christina uses this one a lot on samples in our store, and we often get asked for it. It's called A Little Message Sentiments. And again, they're a mixed font, so you get to see the typed and the script working together there. So a little message to say, happy birthday to you, wish big today, you're a great friend. And all of them are separate, and then you get a separate die set for those as well. So I think I have a slide for that one that just shows one kind of up in the corner, if I'm not mistaken. I think, yep, there's the thanks for being you. So that one is right here. And you can see how it's just tucked up in the top corner there. And you've got that beautiful floral that's going on. And the sentiment just kind of takes the backstage there, but it looks really great. And then this one here is the You Are Everything sentiments. So these ones are along the same lines, but one plate, one die. And I think I have one slide up there for that too. Yep, it just says with sympathy right across the front there. So again, these are either foiled or heat embossed, so they show that nice shimmer. So those are all now in stock for Better Press, and there will be lots more to come. As we head into the July season, a lot of our manufacturers are going to start to release their Christmas things. So this is not new. This is the Craft Stacks from Spellbinders. This is the large tray set. So in here you get 2 trays. And I have mine here just so I can show you. I use these quite often on videos. I'm always preparing ahead of time when I'm doing a creative video. So I store things in here. And this one, I have some magnetic sheets in here, but this is, they stack nicely. You can use the lid and you can use the interior part. And then they just, go together nicely. And then if you have multiple sets, you can stack them. So great organization. They come in a smaller size as well. That's this size, which is half. And if you had 2 of these, you could stack them 2 on top. So nice configurations. They also have magnetic panels that fit inside of the stacks in both sizes. So if you want to store dies or anything like that in there, They have a little cutout here, so you can just lift it out with your finger. So it makes it really easy to pull out. These are great if you're traveling to a friend's house or going to a crop or something. You can get yourself organized with this kind of thing. So that is how that works. But they came out with a new product, and it is this piece right here. This is the Handy Foam Mat. So I'm going to open this one because it's mine. And I'm going to pop it in there. And you might say, well, what do you do with that? Well, you can do a number of things with this. You can use this as a piercing mat for stitching. If you follow along with my calendar series, I often do stitching on my pages, and I tell you, you need a piercing mat. So you can use this to pierce. But what it's really for is it fits inside the craft stacks perfectly. I'm going to turn it this way. And I did not pull out my tool-in-one, but I think it's right here. Here it is. Now mine is a different brand, but Spellbinders is the maker of this tool. And it's got this little bristle brush on the end here. So if you have a die like the postage collage die, just give me a sec, I'll grab it out. I just put it away, and I actually have stuff in it, which I don't normally do, but I was in a rush. And I'll show you exactly what you're going to do here. So with this postage collage die, and if you have this, you know you're going to be using it a lot. You see all those little holes? Paper gets stuck in there. And it's a bugger to clean out because you got to take your pokey tool and poke it out. Well, when you have this, you just run this over top, and it pokes out all of the little paper pieces without doing it all individually. So you just run it across this little foam pad, and then it catches on the paper or this little foam piece. You can lift the foam piece out and just wipe it across your garbage can, and then all the little pieces will be gone. So it does fit into these little stacks, or you can just use it on its own without the stack. You don't have to have the stack, but you just take this and then just wipe it off over the garbage can, and then all those little pieces will be gone. So it is a really, really handy little tool to have. So that's the new foam mat for the craft stacks. And this is called a tool-in-one. Okay, so this tool-in-one is made by Spellbinders as well. Mine says Sizzix on it. Mine is ancient. I think I picked this up at a garage sale before Spellbinders had a tool-in-one. So, but they are made by Spellbinders, and they're an awesome little tool to have. And I use this die a lot. So I make sure that I have that handy because I hate poking out all those little spots. It's not fun. It's just not fun. Okay, so that's that. And I'll pull my cart back over here. And then we have some new glitter papers to add to the lineup from Spellbinders. So these came out just before the holiday season last year. And they came out in silver. So this is the assorted silver pack. So in here, you get 5 styles, 3 of each. So at the top here, you can see we've got the glitter metallic, 100 pound. You've got the matte metallic, brushed metallic, mirror metallic, and then a pearlized metallic at the bottom. So all of these are in here, and you get 3 of each sheet, which is super cool. So that was that. And then they had gold, and I think they had rose gold, were the 3 colors that came out last year. So now we've got, is the black one new, Shelby? I think it is. I don't know. I lose track. Doesn't matter. We have black. We have red, which is going to be very popular at Christmas time. Oh, good. Black is new. Awesome. Which is going to be really cool at Christmas time. And then we've got this, they called it the antique assorted pack, which are like your whites. So you've got the glitter, the matte metallic, the brushed metallic, mirror, and pearl. So all of these are sort of like that white, shimmery, pearlized finish. And then we have the aquamarine. So a bunch of new colors that were added to the lineup, and now we have them all in stock, which is super cool. And I have, this is a great way to collect these specialty papers, because chances are you're only going to take your dies and cut out little pieces from them. Very rarely do I use a full metallic piece. Sometimes I'll pull it out if I'm doing like a wedding card or something. I might do a matte that has metallic finish on it. But a lot of the times I'm just using little pieces. So they're great little things to have in your stash that you can just grab a sheet and tuck it back in the package or whatever. Okay, so now we're going to move on to waffle flour. And I have a lot of slides for this one. Well, not this one, but this release. So waffle flour has been knocking it out of the park with their releases lately. I would say they're probably our #1 seller, and it's almost impossible to keep things in stock. So some of the things I'm going to show you are already low inventory and may be completely sold out. Don't worry though, we have orders in. I have an order en route to us now. We have another large order waiting to be shipped, and I'm going to be putting in a reorder already for some of this new stuff. So it's just a revolving door of waffle flour lately. It's been selling extremely well. I think price points on their product is very, very good. And also, they are so darn creative with what they're doing. And then there's always something that is relating around the postage collage theme as well, which is also really boosting the popularity. So they did have a rectangle set that already released in this piercing style. So I don't have that one to show. We have it in stock, but now they have done the piercing squares. And I did put one slide on Facebook. You don't see the chat and the links. Yeah, it's a bit different on Facebook. If you can watch from YouTube, it is a far better experience. We do broadcast to Facebook because I know a lot of people still like to use Facebook. But if you can watch from YouTube, it's definitely a better experience. But we want to provide both. So yes, Mary, more sewing and quilting release is en route. So there will be more. And we keep watching that inventory as well. If you are missing anything, something that you want, just shoot us an email and we will happily put you on the notify list and make sure we're getting it back in. But here, so the slide that Shelby has up right now shows this nesting piercing squares die, and you can see the detail that it puts along the outside edge of your the mats that you cut out. So we've got squares, we've got ovals, and we've got circles, plus there is the A2 rectangles as well. So those are all new additions for waffle flour. And then I'm going to bring your attention to this. So on the weekend, we did a promotion where we gave away this lighthouse die. And I had the pleasure of making a card and a video for it. I was away this weekend and I knew I wouldn't be able to do a live. So we are going to be doing more of this pre-recorded video stuff because I'm not always able to go online. Sometimes I can film at night. Sometimes I can film first thing in the morning. Sometimes I can film without notice. So because I have a new video set up, we are going to be taking advantage of it more often. So somebody's saying that, yes. So MJB, you are on YouTube and you are chatting on YouTube. I can see that on my screen. So you are there. Yes. So this was the giveaway. Now we try to order more than we think we're going to need because you guys always blow us away with how much you love to shop. So we have a few left over and we extended the promotion into today. So if you had a busy weekend like I did and you were not on your computer and you missed out, I resent the email. Well, I resent it twice because I forgot to put the link in it, but I resent the email this morning and we did extend the promotion until midnight tonight. So if you missed out on it and you are wanting to pick up this die, it's free with a $75 purchase. So we did email it out. We did put it up on our social media again this morning. Please click the link and read the rules before you shop because there are a few exclusions and I want to make sure that you qualify for the die. Now, I went ahead and filmed a video. Just, thumbs up or in the comments if you watched it because we had a lot of viewers on there. I did a little bit of a different format where I didn't do a continuous stream. So I was able to sort of edit out certain things and I took a video that probably would have taken almost 2 hours to create the card down to a 45-minute video. So it was pretty fun for me to rewatch it, because I sort of said, okay, the next thing I'm going to do is this. And I kind of disappeared for a little while and then it came back on, explained a bunch of things, went off and did some stuff and came back. And I think the format worked really well. I thought when I rewatched it, it flowed very nicely. You didn't have to sit and watch me put the pieces together, which can be painful sometimes. So it's kind of something that we're going to be exploring a little bit more. Sometimes you don't have to watch every single detail that I'm doing. And if you don't know this, on YouTube, when you are watching, you can speed up the time. So I listen to audiobooks, and I don't like to listen at real time speed. I find it's just too slow. So I actually watch my or listen to my audiobooks at 1.5, but you can actually speed me up so I can sound like a little chipmunk. And it's actually quite funny, but you can still fully understand most of what I say. So if you don't have a lot of time, you can slide through things on your own. But sometimes if you just speed it up, again, if you're watching it twice as fast, it's now whatever half of a 45-minute video is, like 20 minutes, 22.5 minutes, or however that works out. But it actually, I like the fact that you can speed things up because I'm impatient. So I like to zim through things pretty quickly. So it's kind of fun. So we're going to be playing around with different styles of bringing things to you, but we will continue with lives. But sometimes we will do videos, and we'll just send out emails, let you know they're up there, and then you can go and watch at your leisure, etc. Anyways, this is the die we're giving away. It is the Lighthouse die, and for now, we only have it as a giveaway. We'll see if we have any left. We might put them up for sale at that point. If we do sell out, we will order more because there's a lot of samples showing this. The other thing I used in the video was, what's it called here? It was called the Coastline Die and Stencil. Well, I knew we were going to sell out of that as soon as I showed it. So we did sell out. We have more order. You don't think you want to hear me sounding like a chipmunk? I don't know. I'm pretty cute as a chipmunk. I find it quite entertaining, but you can watch me regular speed as well. Either way, whatever works for you. Karen says she likes it shortened down. Yeah, well, depending on what we're doing, we'll play around with that. But this is a very cool die. I do show how to use it in the video, so definitely go check it out. And then I also use this very cool sentiment set, and it is called Coastal Greetings. So if you want to see how these products are used, the video is over on our YouTube channel. I think Shelby put the link in the comments here on YouTube. I don't know if that shows up on Facebook or not. But you can click that link and it'll take you right over to the video and you can watch. Now, this is where I'm going to throw up a little banner here. And I'm going to say, we would love it if you would give this live stream and any videos that you watch over on our YouTube channel a thumbs up when you watch them. And also, while you're over there, subscribe to our channel. It really does make the experience for us and for you as viewers better the more subscribers we have. So it kind of benefits you to do it. When you subscribe, it doesn't cost you any money. All that happens is anytime that we put something new on our YouTube channel, you get an email or you get a notification. That's it. You can delete the email. You can delete the notification. You don't have to pay any attention to it at all. But it just really helps enhance what tools we have available to us, and also what we can bring to you as viewers by the number of subscribers that we have. So, and you can also comment like below the video, and we get notifications of those comments as well. So you can leave us messages there and all kinds of fun things. So anyways, the card I made, this was version 1 that I made before the video. So this is the one, oh, I better take my banner down. Sorry. You don't want to look at that the whole time. This is the card I made when I did my first round before I filmed the video. And I liked it a lot. But then as I was going through and using the products, I kind of came up with some different ideas. So I slightly changed the card that I used in the video. The layout is basically the same, but the way I did a couple of things is slightly different. So definitely check out the video. But we did incorporate the One Light from Pear Blossom Press. I can never say that right. That does allow the top of the lighthouse to light up, which is just so fun. Like, these lights are just too cool. And that was my first experience with the lights. I've sold them for a while and I know they're a great product, but I've never personally used one myself. And I had a blast. When I showed this card to my husband, I told him, he said, oh, that's really nice. I love how you did this. I love how you did that. I said, well, push the button. So he went like this and he goes, come on. So I even impressed him. He thought it was pretty great. So that was version 1. Now this is version 2, which is just slightly different. The way I did this center section is a bit different. I used a stamp that I had in my stash to make these little birds in the background. But Shelby informed me that I believe it's the silhouette stamp from Waffle Flower that is the lake one, has birds like this in that stamp set. And I know a lot of people have bought that. It's a more current set than the one that I used. And they fit in there. So if you have that, you can do it. And then I also added an actual button for my push option. So, oh, it's the forest one. I'm sorry. It's the forest silhouette set. So it's super cool, and the little birds will fit in there great. So that is these new products. So the Lighthouse, the Coastline die and stencil, and the stamp set. Then next up we have this big bundle of fun things. Okay, Shelby, I tried to go in order here, so we should be good for slides. Okay, so there is the seashell frame die and coloring stencil. I believe this one is either sold out or close to sold out. Maybe Shelby can verify that for me. This is a die that does the seashell frame. And then there is a coloring stencil that goes over top of it and allows you to do the coloring. So it is spectacular. Like, you can see how it makes that beautiful seashell frame, and the little crab, that's a different set. But it is just really awesome how you can make some very coastal looking cards with these frames. Now, this frame could be used to frame a photo on a layout. I know a lot of people travel to tropical destinations, and it would be pretty cool to be able to frame your photos in this beautiful seashell option, which I like. And then from that, one of our samples with the seashell frame is going to show this floral anchor and this just a note word die. So Shelby's going to pop that up and show you this anchor. I was a little unimpressed by it until I saw some of the samples that they were showing with it, and I just love it. So there's that big anchor, and the anchor comes with floral die, so really easy to create florals on your images. This one here, it's showing a little crab die that we're going to see soon, but the postage collage is also being featured in this one, and also the rectangle piercing frames. You'll notice those on there, plus the sentiment that says "Hey you," I believe. Let me grab that one set that I just showed you. This one right here. No, it's not on that one. It's on one at the bottom here, right here. So this little set here has the "Hey you," and you'll notice that it is pierced as well. So the die on these sets has piercing on them. So that's really cool. And I'm just going to show you close up again my sample that I made. I used one from the larger set that's got the Shine Bright, and you'll notice that there's piercing around the outside of the die, which is really cool. I like that added feature. And I show you how to line them all up and everything in my video over on our YouTube channel as well. So that's just a few things, but I love this anchor. Did we show all the slides for the anchor? I mean, look how beautiful those are. Just think of if you go to a wedding, a tropical wedding, maybe you need to take a wedding card. This would be great for that. Again, any kind of travel out east or anywhere coastal is great. If you cruise, all of this stuff works really nicely on scrapbook layouts as well. So it goes far beyond cards. I love how they came up with all of these ideas. So that's that. And then we have the next thing up is our Hello Crabs die. And this one features the little crab that you've been seeing. And there are some seashells and florals on this one as well. And again, you know, play on words. You're a real gem. Like, there's lots of different things that you can do with these sets that allow you to play around with their punny sayings. And this set here does come with a lot of really cool options. I have a piece of paper stuck in here. Get that out of the way. So, you know, things like beach vibes only. Well, I mean, it would work. Smooth sailing, coastal greetings, Oceans of Love. That would be a great one for a wedding card. Let's Celebrate. Love You to the Lighthouse and Back. That's a really good one too. I think there's, oh, and Anchored in Hope. That's another really fun one that you could use that anchor for. That, if you just want to send somebody a card that's maybe going through some treatments or anything, like there's just so many things you can do. But the little crab die is super cute, and it pairs very nicely with the Inquisitive Pirate add-on and the Treasure Hunt Sentiments. So these work really well with the crab and other things. And you can see in some of the samples that were popping up here, there's that coastal shore set that I used in my card in the background there with the big wave and the pirate stuff and the crab. And then the sentiments, You Are a Treasure Beyond Measure, which I really like. I think the pirate set I'm going to use for my grandkids a lot. I think I like that. It's a cute one. And then here we've got the little crab on the beach with the treasure chest at the top. And again, that beautiful wave in the background. And then some of the greetings from the pirate set, and the little pirate map is on there. So there's lots of really cool things that are included in this that are fun to use. And I think there might be one more. Yep. This one just features the treasure chest set, the pirate one. And they've used this stamp set to create their own patterned background, which I thought was really clever. So they use the compass and the anchor and the ship's wheel, and they just randomly stamped those around so they could create their background, which was a really great idea. So lots of great ideas for that one. And then they do have the tiny crab, but they also have the large Inquisitive crab die. Now, I've seen some really fun things done with the seagull set that they came out with last year, but we'll just pop up the samples that we have here. Now, Shelby, if I'm not mistaken, I think you can leave the slide up and you can just hit the arrow button and you can, switch slides. So then you don't have to flash in and out of the screen so much. But the crab die is super cool, and that's showing it there with the shell frame, which is another great way. And look what the crab has in its claw is a diamond ring. You're a true catch. I thought that was really fun. And there, oh, that's the anchor one. Yep, we're getting to that. That's okay. We're still learning this whole slide thing. So here is the seashell texture die. Now, I believe this one is sold out. This gives you texture. And then you can use the stencil to add your color, and it makes a beautiful background. So lots of things you can do with this one. And then once you use the texture die, little pieces can pop up if you want to add dimension. And as you can see, it works really nice with the anchor. And there's that Anchored in Hope sentiment. And then there's another card featuring the seashell background and some florals. And then I will bring, just take note of that little frame there that looks like a ticket. We're going to show it a little bit later in our video. We're getting close, but that sample shows the little ticket frames as well, which are really, really cool. All right. And then of course the postage collage is always popular. I did put up a few slides for this one because I just think it is so much fun. You can use it as a whole panel when you do the postage collage. So you can use the complete panel all attached together, or you can cut them all apart. And you can see just by switching up your color combinations, you get a lot of different looks when you create these postage collage panels. And these little postage stamps, once you cut them all apart, are great for embellishments on your pages. And there's that little ticket frame again in the background. I'm just going to point that out. And the See You Soon, that's another sentiment from that set of sentiments that I showed. I love the colors of that one. And I think there might be one more. Yep. So this one has another great color combination. And you can see it's got the shells in the bottom. I just love it. So postage collage is always popular. We don't usually have to do much advertising for that. And then here is the nesting piercing ticket frames die that I've been pointing out as we go along here. This is a cool one. So there you can see it used with the pirate set. So it's made a real nice focal point on the front of your card, and you put all your little treasures inside there. And then the next slide, I really, really liked how they used it almost like a window for a really beautiful scene. Like that is a very striking looking card. And it uses that nice big wave stencil with the rock and a nice ink blended background. And then you just place that ticket over top and it just looks really cool. So these are a lot of fun. Nice variation to something that you might have already. Like we all have frames in our stash, but the ticket one is really cool. Then we have the 2-step mixed stripes stencil. And this one, I mean, in the package, it doesn't really look like it does much. But when I looked up the samples and the things that you can do, really cool. We'll just let Shelby get organized there. So behind the scenes, I can see her flipping through the slides and she's going, where is it? Is it not there? Huh, maybe they didn't upload. Okay, I'm going to just go forward here and see. Nope, they didn't upload. Oh, that's too bad. So maybe I'm limited to the number of slides I can have because I know I have more. But this one is so cool. If we do have samples up on our online store, but it creates a really cool, oh, here I can kind of show you, striped background. So you can do variations of stripes. So it looks a lot like a beach towel sometimes. You can just create a really cool rainbow background. But definitely go look this one up on our online store. And then if you click the images, like scroll down and click the images below, there's some inspiration there and it's really fun. And there's also some very great inspiration for this one. It's the overlapping hello die and stencil. So this, the stencil in here stencils out the word hello, and you can do it in different colors. So you can do like a rainbow, you can do whatever color combination you want. And then there is a stamp set called Overlapping Hello Editions. This one is on pre-order because there is a die set that comes with this that we didn't receive. So as soon as we get that, we will make these available. But you can stamp over top of this and it is really fun. A very cool effect. And again, those samples are up on our online store. Sorry, we can't show you the slides. I guess I must have a limit. And I did have a lot of slides in there. So okay, so that is it for all of the new products to share. I'm just going to recap again the 2 different ways to win a prize. The first way is by shopping. And you can, in your order, place in the comments that you were watching the live. So Facebook Live, YouTube Live, the word live, love your live. I bought this because of the live, whatever you want to type in the comments. But there has to be something in the comments of your order to tell me that you were here. And then we will give you to midnight tonight to shop. And then tomorrow morning, we will go through and put everyone's name that shopped into our wheel of names. And we'll do our draw and post it on our social media tomorrow. And there are 2 prize packs up for grabs. They are the little month stamps from Tailored Expressions. You get 3. So 2 winners will get 3 different stamps. Yep, you have to show. Thank you, Shelby. So just read your screen there. It says show from what we've been showing today and make sure you leave the comment live. Now, the other draw we're going to do is right now. And what we're going to do, I'm going to put the little ticker up. Well, first I'm going to start this. I have to share my screen. Hold on. I thought I set this up. This is why it didn't work last time. Hold on. Select window. Giveaway tool. Allow. Okay. So what we're going to do, I'm going to put my banner up. You're going to type in the comments hashtag crafty chance. Now you have to spell it right. The hashtag has to be there, or this this tool we use will not capture your comment. Okay. So we'll give you about a minute just while we're chatting here to type in the comments. And if you type it more than once, it won't matter. You just have to type it one time and it will record it. We better give them about a minute and 30 because it takes a little longer to type this. So you're going to type hashtag crafty chance. And whether you're on Facebook or whether you're on YouTube, it's going to capture your comment and it's going to enter it into our draw. And then if everything goes well, I'm going to share my screen and we're going to pop the winner up here. And this is going to be for a $10 gift card. I didn't even tell you what you were winning and you were already typing. You don't care what it is. You just want to win it. Now, if you are watching this on replay, it doesn't work. This is a live draw that has to take place during the live stream. So it will not work if you do it after the fact, unfortunately. So you have to tune in for our live streams. That's one perk about coming. And then what I'm going to ask you to do once we announce the winner is you have to email the store and let us know you were the winner. And then we will email you back with your gift card information. Okay, so that onus is on you. If we don't receive an email from you, we're not going to issue the gift card. So you have to be here live and paying attention is really what we're getting down to. So Shelby says we got about 10 more seconds. So make sure you're spelling it right. Hashtag Crafty Chance. It's right on the banner that's going across the screen there. I love doing these. This is so fun. This is like a new enhancement for our YouTube, Facebook live streaming. It's very fun. And thank you all for tuning in. I know it's close to 5 o'clock on a Monday. And if you've had your hangover happening. Okay, so now I'm going to add my screen up. Oops, I'm going to make you the full screen. Oops. Where'd you go? There we go. So we're up and we are going to do the live. So I'm going to hit the word draw. We've got 50 people entered, which is awesome. Our numbers keep going up on this, which is really great. I'm going to hit draw and it is going to pick a winner for us. I love seeing everybody's name flashing through there. So fun. There'll be a big explosion when we have a winner. Woohoo! I know who that is. Congratulations. And we are glad that you tuned in. And so now your job is to email the store. And what that means is that you're still paying attention. You're still listening to me talk and you were here for the whole live. And we really appreciate that. So you can go ahead and email the store anytime. And then we will issue you your gift card and send you the information. Add to stage. What happened to me? Okay. There we go. All righty. Get rid of my banner here. All these things going on behind the scenes. I used to just sit here and talk to the air, and now I don't. Okay. Do you have birds to show? What does that mean? Birds? What was I supposed to do? I got to go back to the comments. Do I have birds to show? Oh, the Spellbinders birds. Oh, I do. Thank you. You saw them in the slides, didn't you? Ah, I do. See, this is another good thing. Okay, I missed a pile on my thing. First one, these are from Spellbinders, if you're still hanging around. This top one is sold out. This is a brand new one. The ones that I'm going to show you after this one were released as part of the Crop and Create card making event. But this was a new one. Now, this one's sold out, but we will be reordering. And it's called Free Hugs Oscar. He's the cutest little bird. And it's just a die set. And you also get the dies that say Free Hugs. Now, the flowers and things that you see in this slide that we're looking at now, they are part of another set. But the bird is adorable. And I think I have another funny one that I put up. Is that one in there? Look at this one. It's so cute. So they've taken the bird and cut it out 4 times and created this funny card, which I thought was really cute. So that's a new one. And this one is called Pretty Birds. So it's a new release for Spellbinders. But if you were part of that Crop and Create event, you already have this. And I've just thrown up a slide there that shows some samples from all 3 of these. This is the other one. This is called Flying High. So isn't it beautiful? I just love these. They're so fun to put together too. So lots of fun dies in this one. So nice tropical birds. And then there is a sentiment set called Spread Your Wings. And again, lots of sentiments that coordinate with bird type things. So whether they be this bird set or other bird sets that you have in your stash, then you can pick these up to go with them. And then there is an embossing folder that they released as well called Bamboo Screen. And I did, I'm just going to get rid of the slide. Remove, just so that I'm full screen again. So there is the, what that embossing folder looks like when you emboss it out. It's really pretty. So lots of detail. And again, you can use it both ways. And I feel like this would go well with some of that stuff from Waffle Flower too, because it kind of looks like there's like rope through here. So it kind of has a bit of a nautical feel to it as well. It would be great with the pandas. Oh my gosh. So many uses for things that have recently come out for sure. And it's a 3D one. So it has lots and lots of detail on it, which is really cool. Well, Shelby, I'm glad you remembered about this. See, the slides are good for more than one thing. Okay, well, that's it for me. I'm going to sign off. Thank you so much again for coming and spending some time with us. And we hope to see you again soon.